So check out the video on blanket stitch and buttonhole stitch to just get the hang of how to work this stitch, and I just want to show you some variations of it now. So I won't show you the stitch in detail again, but just to show you what you can do with the stitch. So pop over and check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. So we're going to do blanket stitch. This is wide apart, and we're going to do it back to back, which is what this one is here, and then face to face. And just to show you really how a simple stitch can be put together to make quite different stitches actually. So let's do the back to back one first. So I've worked one row of blanket stitch, and it looks upside down, but just turn your frame around to work it the right way up. You can work it upside down, but the order is slightly it's in reverse. If you think about it, you don't start bottom left, you start top left, or top right actually, to start this way. So just turn your frame round and work it as normal is the easiest way to do it. So I've worked this one the right way up, turned the frame around, and then I'm going to go back the other way, doing the same stitch, but so it looks back to back. So you've got them mirroring each other. And you can either do the little arms in line with each other, or you can offset them. So this one I've just offset them, this one I'll do them in line with each other. So there's my first arm. So I'm coming up in the bottom left, always start the stitch in the bottom left, down at the top, back up in the bottom right corner, so it's level with that previous arm there. Pull it straight. There's my second one there, so I'm going to follow that up, down at the top, back up in the bottom right, and you can see how this stitch is just mirroring itself now. So it is easiest just to work the stitch as normal and turn your frame around for each section. Is the easiest way, otherwise you've just got to work out how to mirror the stitch. But so this one I'm doing an exact mirror, but you can offset these arms if you want to. You can make them longer or shorter, whatever you fancy, different colours. All the way to the end, so we've got an exact mirror of that stitch. And just to finish it off, just need to catch that loop down. I've just taken it one more stitch along, like so. So that's back to back, and now we can turn it the other way and do it face to face. So I've worked my first row here, and now we're going to work it inside, this one inside. So again, you can turn your frame around if you like. I'm going to go back the other way. So turning your frame around is the easiest way, but just to show you, if you couldn't turn your frame for any reason, if you're working on a large project, you can go the other way. So this would be, if I was working it this way, bottom left. So I'm now just going to flip that over. So I'm starting top right, and I'm going to go down. That's the long part of my arm in between these stitches now. I'll just show you on this one here. So we're going in between. There's my loop. Just remember, everything is reverse, a mirror now. So there's my loop, up inside the loop. Instead of tensioning it towards me, I'm just going to tension it away, and there's my L shape. So back down between, back up in the loop, tension it away to get those L shapes. So you can really work this any way up you like. It is easiest just to turn your frame around, but if you learn it this way, you can also then do horizontal and vertical rows of this stitch. So it just gives you a bit more flexibility to not have to keep taking your frame out and turning it around. But if you're not sure, just turn it round and do it the same way each time. So I'm just going in between each stitch there. You can just get some different effects. I've left a space here, but this one is actually joining the top here. So it gives you a kind of a closed kind of look, which is quite nice. Two different colours just to contrast. So really just have a play around with your colours and your lengths of your stitches, and just to get some really lovely effects. Going all the way to the end, so one more. There's my loop. Up inside and finish that loop off exactly the same way. just down on the end to finish that off. It's a nice pretty one. So we've got back to back and face to face blanket stitch.